Hi YouTube, it's little bitty one, Connie. I'm coming back to you this week for week 20. I did miss a week and I really apologize because I left you a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, with a 3.5 pound gain, which was really scary. And then I went on site for a conference for work and thought I was gonna totally be able to make time while I was there, and I was very, very wrong, unfortunately. So I skipped last week, but I am coming to you with good news this week, so I hope that'll make up for it. At least it helps me get over it a little bit. So I'll jump right into numbers. So we are week 20. This week things sort of hit me a little bit more than they have. So my high weight was 270. My surgery weight was 265. My current weight is 228.6. I couldn't be more thrilled to be in the 220s. Every time I get out of like a 10 pound, you know what I'm talking about, the 30s and 40s, whatever, I get very excited because it's like, okay, that's gone forever now. I don't ever have to see that again. I don't ever have to be bogged down by that again. It's done. So I'm very excited to be in the 220s. I am down 1.4 pounds from my most current low weight. I am down 4.9 pounds over the last 2 weeks, but again, I had said that I think that 3.5 pound gain was water weight and working out and things like that. I don't think it was real weight, but still, 4.9 pounds over 2 weeks. And I have lost a total of 41.4 pounds total. That would be the same as a male coyote, according to ilostwhat.com. I don't think I've ever picked up a male coyote, but I guess if I was going to carry around a male coyote and then put him down, this is how it would feel. My BMI is I've forgotten, I wrote it down. I think it's like a 39.4, something like that. So anyway, that's great. I'm very, very happy with those numbers and that progress. I also bought myself a new scale this week. I wanted something that measured a bit more accurately. The one that I had only measured to the half pound, so that's not all that accurate. So I got a new scale, which is why I've got the 0.6 this week. A little bit different measurements going on there, so that's good. I was going to come to you with my measurements for this month. Again, I took them when I was carrying all that water weight and stuff, and so I just think the numbers are not correct, and we're so far out at this point that we're nearly to month 5. Month freaking 5. I can't, whatever, it's crazy to me. I cannot believe it was 5 months ago that I had surgery, or nearly 5 months ago. It's just crazy to me. But I'll give you the measurements when we get there. If you're just aching to know, let me know. But either way, I'm giving them to you in 2 weeks anyway, so I think you should be okay, but let me know if that's a real issue for you. So a couple of things this week. Yeah, kind of the same things that I've been dealing with. So I've been wondering if I'm feeling my restriction or not, and I think it's that I was starting to feel like I never get that painful sensation like, oh, I've eaten too much, or like I never really get that over full sensation. At the end of meals I feel full, but it's like, am I eating that much more than I used to, and how bad is that, and whatever. I am eating more than I was immediately post-surgery. That is for sure. Am I eating a lot more than I was? I'm really not. I just had a riceless sushi roll, which if you follow me on Instagram, which you should if you don't, I had that a few weeks ago. I took a picture of it. It's one of my new favorite things. I crave sushi all the time. And it's nice. They offer it that it's not wrapped in rice, it's wrapped in cucumber slice, which is awesome. Tastes really good, and it's, satisfies the craving for sushi, but without all the stuff that makes sushi really bad for you. I'm still not able to eat This one came with 5 pieces. I was able to eat 3. You know, I had something else with it. I had some edamame with it that I was able to eat. But, like, yeah, I'm still not eating a ton. And I think that the reason I feel like I'm not feeling my restriction is that I'm learning. I know my body better now. I understand my new stomach better now, and I know when it's time to stop. When it's like, okay, that's enough. This is your warning sign. Or I have a better idea of what all I'm able to eat. So that's good. That makes me happy. But when I was at the conference last week, I was with one of my colleagues, and she hasn't really been around me. She is a contractor, so we just brought her back. So she hasn't really been around me since I had my surgery and doesn't really know how I eat. So every time I would stop eating, she's like, is that all you're going to eat? Yeah, that's all I eat now. So not only is it significantly different from the way I used to eat, it's significantly less than she eats. And she's a teeny tiny person. So I know that I'm still feeling it. I think I've just actually gotten comfortable with my new system, which is awesome. When I was on site for this conference, this is the first time. So for those of you that aren't aware, I am an event planner for a financial firm, which means that I plan all their conferences and their dinners and their client events and whatever. That also means that I very often am traveling and I'm on site at hotels and I'm eating hotel food and I'm eating out at awesome restaurants and I'm eating from buffets that are set out for conferences and things like that. So I do know that in planning these conferences now, I'm a lot more cognizant of how things are prepared or what my options are going to be, which is kind of selfish given that the conference is not about me. But because I'm the planner, I can make it a little bit more about me. And so, you know, I'm just very careful to think out, when am I going to be able to eat from this? You know, and just sort of plan ahead, plan my day, know what I'm getting into, whatever. This was the first time that I have been on site at a conference and eating off the buffet and doing all that stuff. It was actually pretty easy. I didn't have too much trouble. In the mornings, I would have some scrambled eggs and, I don't know, a slice or 2 of bacon or a piece of sausage or something. One day we had hard-boiled eggs, which was awesome. So I had some of that. So it's pretty easy for breakfast. Lunch is a little bit harder. A lot of times it's sandwiches, pasta, potato salads, things like that I just am not. I'm trying to be as close to keto as I possibly can, and that's just not something that I'm interested in having. I tend to get the sandwich and take like the lunch meat and cheese off of it and roll it up and eat that. Or if I get like a tuna salad, I'll just eat the tuna salad out of it and not eat the wrap or the bread that it's in. But I do find that if I go kind of outside of what my diet, what I want it to be, I don't like really my like off plan. I don't like that terminology anymore. And, you know, break a habit or whatever. When I eat something I wouldn't normally, if it's a piece of bread or whatever it is, I get so full so fast because I'm just not used to it that I don't overeat anyway. I'm also up running around for this conference, 5:30 in the morning until 11 o'clock midnight, all over the hotel and stuff like that. So I'm certainly a lot less sedentary than I am in my normal life, which is good. But it definitely built my confidence going into, you know, the rest of my life and my career and things like that, knowing that I'm going to be okay, to do this. So, yeah. Puka right here, she doesn't really like to drink out of her own bowl. She's got a bowl of fresh water. I put it in there right when I got home from work today, and she will only drink out of my cups. So I've got a cup here filled with water, and sharing is caring. A couple of other things. dairy's still not really sitting well. My birthday was yesterday. I went out with some friends on Sunday to brunch. Everything was cool. I got something that was very keto friendly. Everything was fine. And then we got dessert, which is not keto friendly. We got chocolate flan, and it had a cinnamon like ice cream with it. I took maybe 2 bites of it with the ice cream. My stomach was so loud. It didn't hurt. It was just, she was struggling to digest that. And that's the first time that I have had ice cream, I think, since I had a milkshake very early on after, like when I was in the soft foods stage after surgery. And I remember I went and I got a milkshake right after surgery, and like, it was not okay. My stomach was not happy. I thought I was going to get sick. It was really, I thought I was going to have a dumping issue. I didn't. I was okay. But I did have Alfredo sauce right after surgery, or not right after, maybe 2 months after. And again, like, felt really sick, but that was on pasta, so I don't know if it was the pasta or the Alfredo sauce, but I did get sick that time. So this was the first time that I've had ice cream, and I think I just sort of forgot over the last 3 months, like, that just doesn't sit very well. So my stomach, she was going nuts. Poor Sleevy was losing its mind for like several hours. It was just making so much noise. And my friends and I were in a cab, and at first they're like, oh, I can't hear it. And then she made her presence known, and they were like, oh my God, what happened to you? And it didn't hurt. It was, this particular time was not uncomfortable, but it does just remind me that ice cream in particular does not sit well with me. Cheese seems to be just fine. Like putting milk in coffee, or, you know, half and half or whatever it is, or in tea, whatever I do, that's totally fine. That doesn't bother me at all. Ice cream is really not, she's not my friend. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. And so I have the best friend in the world. And she decided to give me a ridiculous gift. She gave me the iWatch for my birthday, which I love, and I'm super excited about. I'm excited to try it out for my workouts with my trainer and stuff like that. I have a really tough time, and I don't know if this is everybody, I have a really tough time figuring out when I'm sort of at the peak heart rate, or how much am I really doing. And I had thought about getting a Fitbit. Terry decided she didn't want me getting a Fitbit because she didn't like the way that they looked. And so she bought me the iWatch. Listen, this girl's not complaining. The plan was to get myself a Fitbit when I lost 50 pounds. I'm, 8.4 pounds away from that. But I'm fine with her having jumped the gun a little bit. I will take full advantage. So I'm excited to get back in the gym. This week has been completely insane. I got back on Saturday from my event, and then I kind of jumped in head first to the next one. We're really busy right now. But anyway, I'm working on scheduling some gym for next week to get myself in there. But anyway, I'm excited to see how this works with it. So that's exciting. I think that's it for this week. I've got about a 14-minute video. I'll take it, and not bore you guys anymore. Next week I am in town, so no fear, I will be back. I know, you're excited. I get it. I understand. I appreciate that. The week after that, we will have to play it by ear. Again, I'm going to try my very hardest to do that while I'm out in California, but I'm not going to promise you anything anymore because I keep breaking my promises to you, and I'm feeling like a really bad friend. Anyway, welcome to all the new subscribers. I was getting like emails telling me that you guys were subscribing while I was on site and stuff, and it's just still very exciting to me that you guys are that interested in hearing what I have to say. So I hope that I'm living up to your expectations. But welcome. Thank you so much. I love to hear from you in the comments. I know I've been slacking on that the last couple of weeks. I will get back to you guys, I promise. In fact, I might do that tonight. But again, thank you guys so much for everything, for reaching out and your support. And I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a good week. I hope you have a productive week. And I will see you here next Tuesday. Bye, guys.